Hello, I'm Alfred Lambremont Webre, and I'm with Joe Marra, who is a nurse practitioner, a hypnotherapist, and he's a Reiki master. And we are going to be doing an exercise in distance healing over Skype. Joe is also a talk show host on Universal Talk on Blog Talk Radio. Joe.
That's right. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. So, how if you could share with our viewers what exactly? Well, first, you're located in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and I'm in Vancouver, BC, Canada, right now, and you're going to be doing some distance healing on me, and I wondered if you could explain for the viewing audience what you will be doing, and then we'll just proceed. And could the viewers participate in the distance healing also?
Absolutely. I'll answer the last question first by saying yes. In fact, I'm going to do a general clearing and healing on you all at one time. And anybody can use this same, if you want to call it a generic healing, but it works really well. And the more open you are to this, the better it works. As far as the energy healing and how does it work, as we're finding out through science and the other disciplines, there are a lot of truths that are coming to pass in regards to energy. In fact, I believe that there's energy all around us. And in fact, we perceive energy in a three-dimensional state of mind with our five senses. However, I believe there's much more than we can perceive. For example, I always use the example of gravity. We don't see it or perceive it in any way, but we've been told it's there. And just because we can't perceive it doesn't mean it's not there. So this is a similar truth. And I've been doing this now for a few years. I became a Reiki master in 2008 and a hypnotherapist also in 2008. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of phenomenal things that are going on with this. And if you're open-minded enough to just allow yourself to go within and relax and just listen to the words. And basically, I call upon a higher source than myself, obviously, and I'm just the tool. And, the energy may channel through me and then to you with my intent going to you and your intent to accept what's coming through from the highest source. And that's basically how we're going to do this. And like you said, you're in Canada, and I'm in central Pennsylvania. You're in Vancouver, Canada, to be more specific. And it would be nice to see how you feel during the clearing and the healing and at the end of it. And, if there's anybody that's listening to this, you have to consider that you may have a healing on different aspects, and it could be a healing with mind, body, or spirit. So the healing doesn't always heal a physical element that you have. It could be a spiritual lifting that you have or an awareness. So whatever that you need at that time specifically when you listen to this, it may be very beneficial to you. So if you're not feeling anything physically, don't think that there's nothing there, because again, depending how you perceive things with your five senses, you may not feel it exactly, but it's still coming as long as your intent is open to it. And my intent is to give you whatever the angels, if you call them, or our guides, or the higher beings that, most religions look to angels and God, or the God source.
Very good.
Okay, so would you like to get started?
Sure.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to try to just generalize this for you in the future, Alfred, that since you're recording this, you could use this over and over again if this all works out for you. And the listeners or the viewers may also use this in the future. And, you know, I hope it's very beneficial to all that is tuning in. Okay, so close your eyes, and I want you to visualize and imagine that this pure white light of unconditional love from the highest source, and we're going to call upon the higher dimensions such as the 5th and the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, the whole way up to the 26th dimension. And we can call upon the angels, if you will, or other entities such as the mantis, which are healing beings, and the Andromedans, and the Syrians, and all the other guides that may come in to help as you ask. Because that's the simple rule, is to simply ask and then allow it to happen. So visualize and imagine now that these beings of unconditional love in the higher dimensions are laying their hands on you and allowing this energy to flow freely through your body. And you can visualize and imagine now this pure white light of unconditional love as it penetrates through the crown chakra on the top of your head, penetrating deep into the crown, into the brain, and radiating downwards, descending downwards over the forehead and the eyes and the nose, penetrating deep into the pineal gland, radiating downwards, the eyes, nose, ears, mouth, pushing out any negativity, any blockages, or any attachments that you may have developed or had attached to you throughout the day. You can visualize and imagine now this pure white light, this free-flowing energy. You can almost feel it as a warm, flowing energy, almost as if it's a liquid, flowing downward, descending downwards over your eyes, nose, and mouth, and your chin, and down over the throat, and your throat chakra, so that all your chakras, or your energy centers, can communicate with one another. You can visualize and imagine now this pure white light of unconditional love from the highest source as it descends down over the body, your shoulders, and your upper arms, and your lower arms, and your hands. Now visualize and imagine this pure white light of unconditional love penetrating deep, real deep into every tissue, every atom, every cell of your being. And as it penetrates deep into your physicalness, you can visualize and imagine that with each deep breath, you're taking in all this pure white light of unconditional love through your lungs. And with each beat of the heart, you can visualize and imagine this pure white light of unconditional love pulsating through the body. You can also visualize and imagine this pure white light of unconditional love penetrating deep into the brain, down the spinal cord, and with each synapse of every neuron that fires, this unconditional love is sent throughout the entire body, your entire grid work, your entire DNA. So visualize and imagine now this pure white light of unconditional love as it penetrates and descends downward over the body, down into the abdomen, penetrating every organ, every tissue, every cell, pushing out any negativity, any blockages, and any attachments. Visualize and imagine now each organ, such as the liver, the spleen, the bladder, the gallbladder, the kidneys. If you're female, the uterus and the ovaries. If you're male, the prostate and the testes, your intestines and your stomach, and all the other organs of the body. You can visualize and imagine now that this pure white light of unconditional love has penetrated deep, real deep into the tissue, and opening up all the chakra centers, including the solar plexus and the abdominal, radiating downwards towards the sacral and the root chakras, penetrating deep, pushing out any negativity, any blockages, and any attachments, whether it be in your meridian channels, or your aura, or your physicalness. So visualize and imagine now this pure white light of unconditional love coming from the highest source, radiating, descending downward over your pelvis and your hips and thighs. And again, you can visualize and imagine and actually feel this deep penetrating, unconditional love of energy, penetrating deep into the tissue of your muscles and your bones and your joints, opening up all the chakra centers, pushing out any negativity, any blockages, and any attachments, including your aura and your meridian channels. And as it descends down over your thighs and your knees, down over the lower legs, down into the ankles, over the feet, and out the bottoms of your feet, the soles of your feet. You can visualize and imagine now this pure white light of unconditional love is freely flowing through the grid work of your body, through all the organs, through all the tissues, down to the cellular level, that all of your body, mind, and spirit are working in homeostasis. And you can visualize and imagine now that you're tapped into universal knowledge. Any healing that you want within this time frame, you can ask for it right now. Whether it be mind, body, or spirit. So visualize and imagine now this pure white light of unconditional love as it penetrates deeply through the crown chakra. And one more time, descending downward over the body, deep into the brain tissue, down into the spinal cord, with every synapse of every nerve, sends this unconditional love, pushing out any negativity, any blockages, and any attachments through the nervous system. With each beat of the heart, with each deep breath in, you can visualize and imagine you're taking in all this pure white light of unconditional love that surrounds you. It encompasses you. You're one with it. And as you're one with it, you are a clear channel. You visualize and imagine as this pure white light of unconditional love descends down over the shoulders and upper arms, lower arms, into your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your lower chakras of the body, even the abdominal, solar plexus, and root and sacral chakras, all communicating harmoniously with one another. And as this pure white light of unconditional love penetrates down over the abdomen, your pelvis, your thighs, and knees, and lower legs, and out the bottoms of your feet, you feel this streaming energy of love and light. You feel a lifting. You feel a weight lifted, as though any of those negativities or blockages or attachments are simply gone. Take a moment and thank the angels and the guides for their work. Take a few deep breaths in and out. One last time, this unconditional love of light. One more time. You may open your eyes now.
Oh, I feel a real lightening around my whole head area, and I feel really like this whole weight was lifted off. As I had mentioned before we went on camera, I last night as I was about to go to